While the Supreme Court stay on Rahul Gandhi's conviction in the defamation case has brought relief to the leader and his party, his troubles are not entirely over. So, what does the top court's decision mean? Rahul Gandhi can once again attend parliament, but the question now is when. Will his membership be restored in time for him to attend the end of the monsoon season and speak on Manipur in the debate on the no confidence motion expected to begin on the 8th of August? According to parliamentary procedure, for restoring membership, Rahul Gandhi will need to make a submission to the Lok Sabha Secretariat along with the Supreme Court order. The Lok Sabha Secretariat will study these documents and then pass them on to the Lok Sabha Speaker. If the Lok Sabha Speaker is satisfied, Rahul Gandhi will be sent a letter communicating his restoration as Wayanad MP. But while the process is known, it is not clear how long it will take. If we go by precedent, it will take a while. Nationalist Congress Party's Lakshmadeep MP Mohammad Faisal's membership was restored in March, more than 2 months after the Kerala High Court had stayed his conviction and sentencing in a case of attempted murder. Even this came hours before the MP's plea on the delay was scheduled to be heard in the Supreme Court. The Congress is already on the job. Less than an hour after the Supreme Court order, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary met Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. In a press conference soon after, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said that they would see if the reinstatement happened as fast as the disqualification. India Bloc MPs are confident that Rahul Gandhi's return to parliament will strengthen the opposition's voice and boost their morale during the no confidence motion debate in the Lok Sabha. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said that the party wants Rahul Gandhi to speak during the debate. But what about the government? Sources say that while the opposition expects the speaker to delay Rahul Gandhi's reinstatement, the government is considering getting Rahul Gandhi in parliament in time to speak in the debate. Not only will this nip in the bud opposition claims that the BJP was afraid of a potential attack by Rahul Gandhi in the parliament, but it will also give the PM a chance to counter all that Rahul Gandhi will say on Manipur, thereby being in control of the Manipur narrative. On the legal front, the defamation case against Rahul Gandhi is far from over. It will continue in the Surat court. The next hearing is on the 21st of August. The protection given by the Supreme Court to Rahul Gandhi will only last till the session court's decision on his appeal. But what about the big picture? When the India Bloc was formed, Rahul Gandhi was not even technically an MP and his political future rested on the court's decision. Now the court's decision has come in his favour and he will be reinstated as an MP. So does this make him a contender to lead the India Bloc? While this time the opposition front is bigger than it has been in recent times, there is still no mention of a PM face for 2024. And the India Bloc knows that they need a strong face to take on Narendra Modi. But as always, a consensus on that is the one thing that eludes the opposition. There are too many big faces and names, too many egos. And with strong contenders like Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal, Telangana CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao and Nationalist Congress Party Chief Sharad Pawar in the frame, Rahul Gandhi's candidature may not sit well with the rest. Moreover, the Gandhis, even within the opposition, have a reputation for arrogance and heavy-handedness. In the new scenario, with a weakened Congress, opposition members will not allow Congress to behave like the senior partner, something that is inevitable if Rahul Gandhi is declared the India Bloc's PM face.